crafters, tonight we're going to be making a Valentine's card using the Bouquet of Love hybrid embossing folder and the Bouquet of Love dies. You can purchase them individually or save 10% by purchasing them as a bundle. We'll also be using the Love and Happiness stamp set for the sentiment. Hi, I'm Joan Heberlein and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I produced this video for Joan's Simple Paper Crafts, found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I'm so excited to meet you, and I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is at least once a week. Now give me a second to turn the camera down so we can get started. Here's that Valentine's card we're going to make tonight. We're using the Love and Happiness stamp set along with Bouquet of Love dies in hybrid embossing folder. I'll explain a little later why that's called the hybrid. And then for the sentiment, we're going to be using a little bit out of this Wish for Everything along with the Love and Happiness. We're going to start by doing some die cutting. We're going to be cutting the mother of pearl paper first. And these are the dies that we're going to be using for that mother of pearl paper. And I'm just going to put this through the die cutting machine. Here we go. And then we're going to take this heart and we're going to emboss that. So we're going to take this piece here. Get those up there. So this is the Bouquet of Love dies hybrid. It's called a hybrid because we have a die that fits inside and it will cut this heart out while doing the embossing at the same time. And I want to emboss this, but I want to color it too. So I'm going to take our dauber and I'm going to take our Blushing Bride and I'm going to color the heart, the inner part of the heart, with this dauber. So I'm just going to go around and I'm doing the side that has the stamp on it. So this is when it's closed. It has this stamp here. So when you open it, you still have the stamp here. And I'm just doing the inside of the heart. Probably overkill here. Then I'm just going to set the heart down into that spot where there's like an indent for the heart to fit in there. And then I'm going to take this cardstock and I just want to cover that piece up. So I want to make sure the whole heart is covered up. And then I'm also going to emboss this little heart here. And I have the shiny side facing down right now. And we're going to just close this up and run it through the embossing machine. So I end up with this piece here, and I'm not sure if this cut all the way through. Yes, I think it did. A little bit stuck on the edge here, so we'll just trim that away. And then I've got this ink on there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stampin' scrub and just clean that away. Let me see if I can trim this out of here. Could have just ran it through the embossing machine again, and that would have finished cutting that out, but it's okay to do it that way too. So next we want to do is let's stamp this one right here so then we can let that dry. I'm going to stamp it with the Stays On ink. The saying will be, to the one I love. All right. Then I'm going to clean this off. And then we're going to use our Stays On cleaner. And then we'll use our Stampin' scrub to clean that off. All right. So we'll set aside. Okay. Next we want to do is take our cardstock. I have a piece that's cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold it on the score line, and then we'll burnish it. And I'm going to burnish it on both sides so that I get a nice crisp edge. And then we can take our 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 piece of Blushing Bride, and we'll glue that down. And I'm going to use our multi-purpose glue. I have it in this little storage case that keeps it upright so that the glue bubbles will rise to the top and they won't interfere with the bottom portion. The only thing is, I am not going to use this bottle. I'm going to use a smaller bottle that I filled with this glue because it has a needle nose tip, and that allows me to get into some of the smaller places a lot easier. So I am just going to put glue all the way around the edges of this card, a little bit in the middle. And I want to leave 1/8 of an inch border all the way around on this card. So that's just a little bit of white showing. And in order to keep the glue bubbles from separating the cards, I am using my bone folder to flatten them out. Then we're going to stamp the inside of the card. And on this one, I made a mistake, and so I had to put the heart in there and then put the Valentine's Day in here. And I liked how that turned out, but it adds an extra dimension. So you just know that you're going to have extra space on there. You're going to do that. But I think I will continue with that one. So let's go ahead and stamp the card. And we will use our Memento ink for this one. So what we'll do is we'll stamp Happy Valentine's Day on this white piece here to actually be the Valentine's Day. Don't like that, so we'll try again. There we go. We'll hang on to that one. And then we're going to stamp the happy portion of this Happy Anniversary, My Love. So we're going to tape off the Anniversary, My Love portion of this. And we just pull that tape off, and all we have is the happy. And we're just going to stamp right up here. And it's very blotchy, so let's try that again. So I'm going to tape off the Anniversary Love You portion. And pull this back off again. And let's see if we can't try it right here. Okay, there's the happy. And then we want the Valentine's Day. Just close that up so I don't stick my elbow in there. But I am going to stamp off this. Clean the stamp. We don't want any stray ink getting onto the paper. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we need to tape off everything except for My Love. Okay, I am going to take the tape off again. And then we're going to stamp My Love underneath where this Happy Valentine's would be. And now, if we turn this over, we've got Happy Valentine's Day, My Love. So I'm going to cap this off. And we'll stamp these two, clean them up real quick. I'm going to cut this down so I can run it through our cut and emboss machine because it needs to be less than 6 inches. So I'll just cut it on the score line here. And then we'll take this and we'll cut that off. And let me put that on here first. There we go. So we have that piece now. And if we take, which is our best Valentine's, I think that's probably our best one. And if we glue that down, then I can just trim the edges with a pair of scissors once we get that done. This might not be bad. Try this one. And we can use this one. Okay, so we're just going to glue that down. Happy Valentine's Day. You want it centered, more or less. And then we'll just clip off the extra. Next we'll want to die cut these pieces here. We have 4 flowers that we want to get done. All right, there we go. We got our white pieces. And the last thing we need to do, 2 other things. We need to emboss this piece here. And this is where we are going to just put this inside here. And what I wanted to do was make sure that I had it centered. So I put marks on the outside of this folder because I can see them on the inside. So that's going to give me close to having it perfectly centered. And I need to have this shiny side. This is that mother of pearl. I need the shiny side face down. So we're going to use this Bouquet of Love die hybrid, and we're going to use the heart for the hybrid portion, and we'll just set that inside here. We're going to put it on the piece that has the Stampin' Up. That's where we're going to set that die. And then we're going to take this piece of mother of pearl designer series paper, and we're going to center it on over the heart. And I have it marked on black with black marker on the outside of this card. Let me just flip it over here. I marked these center portions so that I'll know where to place the paper. And I can see those markings through the inside. It's not going to interfere with my cutting the paper, and I don't have to worry about ink rubbing off onto the paper either, because it goes through with a lot of pressure and could be such a thing that it would rub off. It looks centered there. So I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine. You want to put the folded end in first, so it feeds through the die cutting machine this way. And I fed this through twice. When we did the other one, it didn't cut all the way through, and I just wanted to make sure this got a clean cut on it. So next we will put it on here. And let's make sure we got it the right way. Before we do that, we're going to want to take this piece of Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper. And that paper comes in 6 by 6 inch sheets. The pack has 48 sheets of paper, and there's 12 different prints. So this is the marble, and they all have a different marbling effect on there. And then they're double-sided, and this is kind of a swirl. And the swirl effect is different on each of these as well. I cut this as 3 by 3 inch, so I can just tape it on the back of here. And actually we'll use our glue. And I'm going to put glue on just around the edge of the heart. And then I will put glue on the edge of square. And the rest should be okay, because we don't want glue in the center part. So, and I'm just going to center it again over that. And we'll use my bone folder very lightly on this because we don't want to flatten the embossing. And I'm just going to go with my finger around here because I don't want to flatten the embossing again. Okay. So next we'll want to glue this down, and you could put dimensionals, but we're going to add more dimensionals on top, and it's just going to get way too high, I think. So we'll use glue again. And I'm just going to put the same glue all the way around the edge. And we'll put some on here. And then we're going to lay this down and leave 1/8 of an inch of the blushing brides around as a border. And I'm going to use my fingers to kind of burnish this. And I'll turn it inside, and then I'll use the bone folder on the inside portion. Then next we'll take our sentiment for the inside of the card, and we'll just glue that down. And I didn't put dimensionals on this one, and I think I'm going to like that a lot better. It won't stick out as much. Then we're going to adorn the front of the card, and I'm going to get our dimensionals out because we've got small and large dimensionals we're going to be using here. So first of all, I will use 3 large dimensionals on the large heart, 1 on the left part of the heart, 1 on the right part of the heart, and 1 on the center part of the heart. And then we'll use a small dimensional at the very bottom. And this Take Your Pick tool really helps pick those up, particularly since I clipped my nails today. So I'm going to get my nails done on Wednesday. And they kept breaking off, so I had to do something with them. And now I can't pick up these papers, so this Take Your Pick tool really helps there. And then it takes off the backing as well. And then we're just going to set this down right about here. Then we've got our little flowers here, so let's assemble those. We'll do a little glue there. And I've got the other end of the Take Your Pick tool. It has a little bit of putty on there, and it'll just pick up that real easily. And then we're going to want to put this on with a dimensional, and we'll be using a small one. And let's use our big heart, and let's put a big dimensional on that one. And let's get a little bit of glue up here. Just going to put it right on there. And we'll put a little flower on here. We'll assemble the white onto the pink, the large pink. So let's do that. And then we'll put this heart onto the corner of the flower. And I think I have too much glue on there. Let me just see if I can just kind of pat it off with a tissue. And let's just go right about here. I need to move over to my silicone mat so I don't get it stuck on there. Okay, what do we have left? That's going to go above the sentiment, and this is going to go on the sentiment. So we need our sentiment. So here's our sentiment, and let's get some dimensionals on the back. We'll use the tiny ones. I think we're done with these big ones. I'll put those away. And I did that again. I always put a glue dot on the back one on this side here, and we don't need it. So if I hurry up, I can save it. So I think I have one more place I have to put the dimensional. So let's get this on here. And I'm going to put some glue here. And then we'll put a glue dot. I keep calling it a glue dot, a dimensional right here. Goes right about there. I think we're done. That's our card. Let me see if we can't bring those other cards back in here. This is the one that I did off camera. This is the one we just did. And then I told you I would have another card for you. And this is our wedding card. I did it a little bit different. I gave it a wider border for the purple. And I put this heart on the opposite side. And then, of course, I used the wedding wishes. And then I used two stamp sets here. It's the same stamp set, but two different stamps to come up with this combination. You two have something really special. Each other. Congratulations. Happy wedding day. I hope you like this project as much as I did. As you can see, you can change out the sentiment. Why don't you give it a try? Now, if you enjoyed today's video, would you do me two favors? Click the thumbs up emoji. That means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator,
I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Bear with me a little bit longer because I want to let you know of the promotions going on right now.
Celebration is here. There has never been a better time to join and shop during Celebration. What if being creative was your job? Oh wait, it can be. Sign up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator during the Celebration event and earn 2 free stamp sets of your choice, bonuses, and enjoy the perks that come with joining the Stampin' Up! Family. For more information, just contact me. Shop Celebration. For every $50 and $100 you spend, you'll earn an exclusive Celebration item for free. Depending on the amount you spend, you'll be able to mix and match the Celebration items you earn. We have a stunning variety of stamp sets and designer series paper for you to choose from. Take a look now through February 28th. When you host a party with $300 or more in sales, or if you purchase $300 or more in sales yourself, you can earn the host stamp set for free. Take a look now through February 28th. For more information, feel free to contact me.
Mark your calendars. I'll be back next Friday, February 11th at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll be doing something from the new mini catalog, and I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.